प्रज्ञा मैडम, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
Hello, ma'am.
हेलो।
Now you can hear, ma'am.
हाँ, यस मैडम।
Sorry, students. I'll recall what I have said just now. Yes. So now we are going to revise what we have studied in the earlier session. In the earlier session of the part 2, same lesson only. In the earlier lecture, we have studied about the sudden movements. Yes, in sudden movement, there are the two movements we have is there. That was the first one is earthquake and the second is volcanoes. Say, the first one we have learned that is the earthquakes in detail. Yes, we have studied how the earthquake is formed, what are the sudden movements, and what are the causes of earthquakes, effects of earthquakes. This all things we have studied, as well as there is an instrument. The same instrument is used to it shows the movement of seismic waves. Which instrument it is? That is seismogram. Seismogram is the instrument. It is one type of graph showing the movement of seismic waves. This instrument is very important to measure the earthquakes in graph. Next, we have studied about the focus and epicenter. Yes, we have taken a small quiz, small objective like MCQs on this part also in the earlier chapter. Focus and epicenter. Focus and epicenter. The focus means what? This is the center of the earthquake is known as focus, and epicenter means epicenter is the perpendicular to the focus. And there are the three types which we have studied in detail, that is primary waves, secondary waves, and surface waves. These are the three types of seismic waves. After that, we have studied the effects of earthquake. What are the effects of earthquake? Cracks you can see on the rock ground. Then the transportation systems get disrupted, communication gets collapsed, buildings, loss of property, life. All these things are the effects of earthquakes. So today, we are going to start with the third part of the lesson, that is the sudden movements only we are going to continue. But in sudden movements we are going to study today, that is volcanoes. Yes, we are going to study today volcanoes. This volcano word is very familiar. Yes, students, in the earlier standard also you have studied this word. You are very familiar with the word. But in this chapter, the internal, we are going to focus more on the internal movements, how the volcanoes it caused. Okay, so let's get started with the third part of endogenetic movements. Yes. Today we'll start with the volcanoes. What is the volcano? What are the types of volcanoes? And there are some points that we have to keep in mind when we study the volcanoes topic. Yes. So, what is volcanoes? Volcanoes is the hot, solid, liquid, gaseous materials are thrown out from the mantle of the earth onto the surface of the earth. This process is called the volcanic eruptions. This process is called the volcanic eruptions. You can see the image on your screen. The lava, the hot, solid, and liquid gaseous materials which are thrown out from the mantle. Mantle means it is the very hottest region of the interior in the earth. Yes, because of that, the hottest area, the hot magma is produced out. Through that, solid, liquid, gaseous materials are thrown out. You can see on your screen this side. These things which are thrown out from the eruption. These eruptions, these materials which are thrown out from mantle onto the surface is no volcanic eruption. This is the surface of the earth which is thrown out on the which is thrown out in the onto the surface of the earth. Next, during the process, ash, water vapor, various types of poisonous and inflammable gases, hot molten magma, etc., are thrown out. This the materials which are thrown out from the eruption, volcanic eruption. What are they? There are the ash, water vapor, various types of poisonous gases, as well as hot molten magma also. These are thrown out. When the molten magma comes out on the surface, it is called the lava. Yes, when the molten magma it's come out on the surface of the earth, then this type which materials they thrown out, it is known as the lava. You can see the which is in the red, yellow, orange color. You can see this one. This is known as the lava which is thrown out of the volcanic eruptions. Next, this was about the one small uh, small information or meaning of the volcanoes. Next, they have given here there are the two types of eruptions. Two types of volcanoes eruptions. The two main types are, the first one we are going to study, that is the central type or conical volcano. Yes, we can call it as central type also or conical volcano also. Yes, it's very due to the name only we can able to write at least 2 marks, 1 mark question we can conical. It this lava, this volcano, it is in a cone shape. Yes, and what it means we will study. During the eruption, the molten magma comes out through a pipe like a vent inside the earth surface. See the image in your on your screen, students. The you can see their vent over there. This one, yes, you can see on your screen. This is the vent, the lava which comes out. Yes, and this is the crater cone and the ash, gas clouds. You can see the this materials which is thrown out from the volcanic eruptions. You can see the smoke over there. These are the gaseous type which are thrown out. This central type of or conical volcano, it means that when the molten magma is thrown out from this vent like a you can see here pipe over there, straight pipe. It's like a vent over there inside the earth's surface. When straight away it comes up and it is thrown out, it is known as central type or conical volcano. Okay, is easy, students. See, let's focus on the word conical. Conical, just keep the word that cone shaped mountains, cone shaped volcanoes. Then immediately you will note it down that during the eruption the molten magma or gases, inflammable gases are thrown out through the vent inside from the earth's surface. So you with the word you can easily note it down the definition or the meaning of the this volcano. Easily you can get 2 marks over there. And it is very easy to draw the diagram also, students. Yes, like a cone you have to draw and a vent over there. Yes, easily you can score the marks over here. Yes. Next, second point. The lava spreads around the mouth of this vent when it comes out. Yes, the lava you can see, it is measured in the diagram, it is there. The lava which spreads from the mouth of this vent when it comes out. As a result, cone-shaped mountains start forming and conical volcanic mountains are formed. As a result, in the cone-shaped mountains only, it start forming. And when the cone-shaped mountains are formed over there, that time you can see the conical volcanic mountains are formed over there. Then only you can see there is the central type or conical volcano. Okay, this was the first type of volcano what we have studied. Yes. Now here are the actual example, actual images of the central type volcanoes. Yes, see the first one here. Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro. It's in Tanzania. It is an example of central type of volcanoes. Actual image you can see over here on your screen. Next is Mount Fujiyama. It is in Japan. You can see the cone shaped mountain over there. And with this here, you can see the lava which comes out over here from here like this. Okay, these are the examples of central type or conical volcanoes. Next, the second type of volcanoes is fissure type volcanoes. So what it is, we are going to study in detail through diagram. Yes, fissure type volcanoes. It is as opposite to the first one, students. Yes, what it is, we will learn. During the eruption, when the magma comes out from a single vent, but from many crackers, that is the fissures, it is called fissure type volcanic eruptions. See, in the first what we have studied, that when the lava which comes out from the single vent, yes, but from many crackers, yes, inside that from many crackers are there inside the mountain. Yes, that time if the lava which comes out from the crackers as well as from that vent also, that type of volcano is known as fissure type volcanoes. Okay, yes. Next, second one, the molten material coming out with the eruption spreads on both the sides of the fissure. All when this during this type of volcano, whatever the lava which comes out, it spreads both the sides, not only the on from the one side, it spread from all the sides of the mountain. As a result, volcanic plateaus are formed over here. As a due to this fissure type volcanoes, new plateaus are formed over there. So this was the second type of volcanoes. So next is the example of this. Yes. The Deccan Plateau of India has also been formed due to such type of volcanic eruptions. How the Deccan Plateau of India is formed? Because of this type of volcano, that is fissure type of volcanoes. Due to this volcano, a separate volcanic plateaus are formed. So, because of that, Deccan Plateau of India has been formed. Okay, this is the example of the second type of volcanoes. Next, now this, always you have to remember, See, student, this question this question is repeated during your exam also. Some, please listen carefully. Always remember, students, according to the periodicity of volcanic eruption, it is classified in three types of volcanoes. The previous one, they were the two main types of volcanoes. But during the periodicity, during the ages of years, they they have identified three types of volcanoes. They have identified it. So what are the three? It's very easy to understand and to keep in your mind also. Yes, see the first one here. This one. If the volcanic eruptions are regular even in the present times, then such volcanoes are called active volcanoes. Yes, whenever, if the volcanic eruptions are in regular time, even now present also at some other places, volcanoes are are at present over there. That time we will identify that this active volcanoes, which are regular in the which are regular over there. For example, Mount Fujiyama in Japan, Mount Stromboli in Mediterranean Sea. Just now we have seen the actual image of Mount Fujiyama in Japan. So this you can identify that Mount Fujiyama in Japan. These are the active volcanoes. Means in regular they are being present over there. Second one. Second one. When the volcano has not erupted since long but may become active suddenly, it is called dormant volcano. Yes, the second thing is what, when the volcanoes is not from since long years, it is not present over there. Yes, and since long back years, it is not present. But suddenly, in a quick movement, there is an active in the volcano. That time we can say that is the dormant volcano. This one, dormant volcano. Example is there Mount Mount Vis, Mount V, Mount Vesuvius in Italy, Mount Kanchenjunga in Alaska, Barren Island in India. These are the examples of dormant volcano. Next, third one. Those volcanoes which have not erupted in the past since long and are not likely to erupt in future are called extinct volcanoes. Yes, as opposite to the second one. Due, due to these volcanoes are identified when there which have not erupted since long back years but are likely to erupt, means due to the environmental conditions, we can say that at in future this volcano can arise, can erupt over there. So this is known as extinct volcanoes. Yes, see, so students, with this we will relate this into our English grammar, students. Yes, how we in tenses in English we have studied present, past, future. So with this idea, we will keep this point in our mind. See the first one, how I have correlated. Just listen carefully. See the first one here. At present times, if the volcanoes are in regular, you can say they are active volcanoes. In English, we say the present tense. The thing which are doing at present is known as present tense. Yes, see the second one. Since from long back years, long back means past tense. Go to the past tense. In the past tense, the things which are already done. But here, when a volcano is not erupted from a long back years, dormant volcano is the, just relate it as a past tense over there. Yes. Then third one, the volcanoes which are going to occur, going to erupt in future, due to the geographical conditions, physical condition of geography. That time you can say they are a extinct volcanoes. Example, it is Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. Just now we have seen the actual image of it. Yes, it was in central type or conical volcano. Yes, due to this three tenses of English and this three periodicity of volcanic eruptions, here you can easily get two marks. Yes, we can with this idea we can note it down the answer in your own words also. Yes, I hope you have understood this idea how to keep the things in your mind. Yes, next. Yes, just now we have studied about the volcanoes, the types of volcanoes, and the three types of periodicity of volcanic eruption. The next is about the effects of volcanoes. So there are some effects of volcanoes which can affect or damage for forest, houses, and peoples also. Due to this, volcanic eruption causes heavy loss. It causes heavy damage to forests, houses, farms, roads, bridges, animals, and people also. Yes, you can see the image also on your screen. How the lava it is thrown out, and which is due to that various effects are and various damages you can see on your screen due to this image. Yes, students. Next is effects of volcanoes. Yes, point wise we are going to study. See the first one, loss of life and property. Second, sometimes tsunami gets generated due to volcanic eruptions occurring below ocean floors. Yes, uh, yes, tsunami is also gets generated due to the volcanic eruptions, which we have studied in the previous session also. Dust, smoke, ash, gaseous, water vapor, etc. remain in the atmosphere for a long time. Yes, due to this, substances like dust, smoke, gaseous, ash, these substances they remain in the atmosphere for a longer time. This one, yes, for a longer time they remain, and it causes environmental pollution. Yes, next, this may create imbalance in the environment. Yes, it can cause environmental pollution due to these substances which are released out, and it remains in the atmosphere for a long time. Yes, the first one, there was a loss of life and property. Second, some like tsunamis. Sometimes tsunamis get generated due to the eruptions because of the volcanic eruptions. It occur below the ocean floors. If the uh, if it occurs in the below the ocean floors, many the waves, the water waves which go on, it is the tides are very high over there, so because of that the tsunami it's generated, and these substances when they comes out, they released out, they stay in the atmosphere for a longer time, and they create imbalance in the environment, and it causes environmental pollution. Next, there are also some few effects, few effects of volcanoes. Next, land may become fertile due to volcanic ash. Many minerals are found near the earth's surface because of lava. Many new minerals can be found near the earth's surface. Yes, because of the lava. Next, new land is formed due to volcanic eruption, or at times an island may even disappear. Due to the volcanic eruptions, students, new land will also form. But if island is there at present over there, that time that island will also suddenly it will disappear. We will not able to see that island. If now that island is present, but when the volcanic eruption will occur, that time that island will be disappear. We will not able to see that. So other side the new island will form, and another side you can see if there is a island over there, it will be disappear. Next, lakes are formed at the mount of craters of dead volcanoes when rainwater accumulates in them. Due to this, volcanic eruptions, lakes are formed over there at the mount of the craters. Now, what is craters over there? Craters means you can see a bowl or a hole which is in the center of the mountain. It is known as craters. Yes, whenever there is a volcanic eruptions, effect is one of the effect you can see. The lake is formed at the top of that mountain. At that time, a big hole is formed over there. That big hole or bowl, it is known as craters over there. This one, this is known as the craters of dead volcanoes. And when the rainwater accumulates in it, you can see there is a new lake is formed over there. These are the effects of volcanoes. Yes, I hope you all have understood this. What is volcano? What are the two types of volcanoes? And three types which have been identified to the according to the periodicity of the volcanoes. Yes, next. Yes. Now here we are going to revise what we have learned from the day 1 of this lesson. Means from the part 1, in the part 1 what we have learned, in the part 2 and part 3. Yes, everything we are going to revise, and then we are going to evaluate our knowledge. Yes, students? Yes. Next is the revision. What we have studied from the first part 1. Yes, the first one we have studied about the classification of internal movements. Internal movements. As we have studied the internal movements, they are being classified in the on the basis of 3 types. That is the velocity. The first is the velocity. Second is the direction, and third is landforms. The first we have studied in detail about the velocity. Velocity means the speed over there. In velocity, we have studied the slow movements and sudden movements. Slow movements is occurring continuously, and like formation of mountains and continents are being formed over there due to the slow movements. In that, we have studied in the formation of mountains, we have studied this 3 things. The first thing is fold mountains. Second is block mountains. Third is rift valley. In fold mountains, what we have studied, when the due to that activity, see, before studying the fold mountains, we have done that strip activity about the compression. Yes, when the energy is transferred from the interior of the earth, because of this energy waves, the pressure which is working towards each other in a horizontal way, that time the layers which are being folded, that is known as the fold mountains. Yes, we have from both, we have taken the strip over there from both the side, we have given a pressure over there, then in that this type of fold is occur over there. Yes, due to this shape you will able to easily understand what is the fold mountains. Second, that is the block mountains. Block mountains, in this we have studied about the tension. Yes, tension word we have studied. This tension word, it is throughout the lesson we have studied this tension word. Tension word is that it is created when you pull both the ends away from each other, so that movements which occur in that opposite direction to the each other, that time the tension is generated over there. Yes, there was a one strip over there, we have pulled from this side also and this side also. Yes, then which due to that movements or that pressure which we are is there from this side and this side, that pressure, due to that pressure there is a crack in between. Yes, there is a crack in between, so this crack is known as tension. Okay, that because of that tension is generated and the faults are formed. So that time you can see the block mountains is occur over there. Next is the rift valley. Rift valley means what? Rift valley is the when the uh, when the movements which occur in the opposite direction, that time the mountain which subsides down, or or uh, or rocks on the both the slide, they slide up, sometimes they go up and they sometimes it comes down. That is known as the rift valley. Yes, in see, this is here, you can see the mountain over there here. Yes, this the middle part which is flowing to the flowing through water. So when the middle part it subsides down, that is known as the rift valley. This is the in between, you can see there is a flow of the water, and this side and this side there is the mountain over there, that is known as the rift valley. Next, based on the classification of internal movement, that is velocity, right now we have revised about the slow movement. Then the second is about the sudden movement. In sudden movements, we have studied about the earthquakes, primary waves, secondary waves, surface waves. Yes, primary waves, it stands at P waves, secondary S waves, and surface as L waves. Yes, and in the this earthquakes, we have studied about the focus and the epicenter. Yes, the epicenter is the, this point is the focus. This point is the focus. This is the center of the earthquake. And this is the epicenter is the perpendicular to the epicenter is the perpendicular to the focus. Yes, this we have studied in the focus and epicenter of the earthquakes. Next, right now in this session we have studied about the volcanoes. Yes, central type or conical volcano. This was the first type. And the second type is fissure type of volcanoes. Yes, after that we have studied about the three periodicity of the volcanic eruption, the three types of volcanoes. Yes, to get it understand, I just now I told you, just keep in mind there are three tenses in English. The same you are going to keep in mind that there are also three types of volcanoes according to the periodicity. The first one, that is the active volcanoes. Second is dormant volcano, and the third is extinct volcanoes. These three types of volcanoes are being identified according to the periodicity. Okay, students? Yes. After this, yes, evaluation part we are going to have today. So here there are some objective type questions, MCQs type question that we are going to interact with each other and we are going to solve it. Okay, those who want to give the answer, please raise up your hand so that I can unmute your mic and you can give the answer. Before going to the evaluation part, I hope you all have understood this lesson, this part 3 of this chapter, that is volcanoes, and as we have done the revision also of it. So let's move on to the evaluation part, students. Yes. On your screen, you can see there are some questions over there. Yes. There are also, along with the question, there are three options. Just you have to tick in front of the correct option over there. Yes. So first one, let's read out, and those who want to give the answer, please raise up your hand so that I can unmute your mic. The first one, see here. On which of the following are slow movements in the Earth's interior dependent? Yes, when the slow movements, just now we have revised, students. The slow movements in the Earth's interior, how, on which it is dependent? Three options are there: landforms, velocity, and direction. In the revision part, we have learned just now. Uh, those who want to answer, please raise up your hand. Yes, Sakshi.
The answer of first one is velocity.
Yes, very good, Sakshi. Good answer, absolutely correct. The answer is velocity. On the basis of velocity, we can uh, we can we can we can see the slow movements over there. This one is the correct answer. We will note it down as Sakshi gave the correct answer. Good, Sakshi. The second one. Let's
Ma'am,
read out.
tension.
Uh, 1 minute. Sakshi, no? Yes. Second one, let's read out, students. When waves divert from each other, what do they create? Compression, tension, or mountain? Yes. Any other student? Yes. I can see many students. Their hands are up. One by one, I'll give them chance. Uh, Shifa from 9th Khairnagar School. Yes,
Tension.
tension. Very good. This is the correct answer. Tension is released when waves are divert from each other. When what they create, it create the tension over there in the interior of the earth. Next. Next is yes, Rupali. No, Rupali, she went on. Yes. Shweta. Yes, Shweta, please give the answer of the third one. I'll read out for you. For the formation of Rift Valley, which of the following process should occur in the Earth's crust? Yes, which activity we have done with this one?
This comparison.
Compression or tension or weathering?
This comparison.
Yes, correct. Compression